had a mental breakdown. I was going through a lot where I had to, it's a false accusation, and I had to deploy that. So business was there, school was there, fighting for justice was there, and I was going through the PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And at that moment, I couldn't focus on the four at the same time. It was that moment I just knew that you have to drop. I had to just drop at least some balls. That was when I had to take a break from business. I had to take a break from school. So that's why I'm presently in 500 level. I was meant to be in 600 level final year in medical school. But because I had to take a break, because I knew that it was really demanding that I couldn't focus on my business and school, and I had to focus on the things that were actually having a very great contribute to my life, which was my mental health and physical health. You know, health is wealth. Where there's no 100% mental health, or where there's no 100% health life, it's going to be chaotic in other aspects of your life. So going back to Mr. M juggling the ball, and there are some instances we know in life that for every action, there's going to be a consequence waiting for you right there. And it reminds me of the butterfly effect that was deduced from the chaos theory, that whereby a flapping of the wings in butterfly happening in Texas can actually have an effect on how the hurricane will unfold in Canada. It's just a metaphoric term. Don't try to think of how the flapping of the wings will have an effect on how hurricane will unfold over there at Canada. So just trying to see that in our dynamic world, an effect of a cause can cause another cause. And so when it causes that way, no matter how little it can cause a kind of exponentially enormous effect there. So the moment when Mr. M is juggling between those balls and he's meant to say no, he decided to say yes. And he meant to look straight focused and not try to look at the left. Those moments are going to be distracting and it will have a long-term effect on him at that moment. Whenever I'm going through in business, I notice that there's some decision I try not to take at all. And I know that, okay, if I take this decision, goodness, at the long run, okay, it's looking beautiful for you the next day. By the time you look at it in the next 2 years, you know that, it's going to have a significant deal because you know that there's consequences for every action. And you know, as adults, we are going to take full responsibility of our action. We are not suckling our mother's breast, whereby it's our mother that will take responsibility for it. And it's very, very important we actually put in mind that any decision we make today, tomorrow is going to have a defect. By the time we have planted it, there's something good sprouting up. It may not sprout up today or tomorrow, maybe next 5 years, end up seeing, just like the bamboo tree. By the time you plant the bamboo tree, in the next 5 years, you water it, take care of it, nurture it, it doesn't grow up. Until after 6 years, you notice that, there's something actually coming out there. It will just take a while. So, yes, there are consequences for every action. By the time you don't focus well, the glass balls break. And then it doesn't just end the world, there's actually hope so far we are living. And that's where I always want to spend more time on talking about our mind. That's what gives us hope. Yeah, I made some decisions at some point in life that actually had an exponentially enormous effect in my life that was so tough, and I'm proud I'm facing it. But then will I just sit down, wonder myself in pity, or probably sit down asking myself, why me, why that, and all that? You have to move forward, because by the time you decide to be stagnant or mediocrity, you stay in position of mediocrity, and you just have to think about what has happened. The world will keep on moving forward. Yes, the world is rotating, but it's moving from one point to another. We'll be left behind. So we have to pick up ourselves and move forward. And that's when I found myself in position, I was saying that for most of the day, business was kind of stagnant. I couldn't do much. Yeah, I was off school for a while because I couldn't focus in and out of the hospital. And it was a very, very tough moment. But there was this thing I had to come across, which is working on your mind. I don't even know I've seen the movie on health on Netflix. It's a documentary, actually. So, I believe most of us actually science students, let me just use that. And when you get to the pharmaceutical lab, wherever they're having a drug studies, trying to produce a drug. Let me use anti-malaria as an example. So they actually group people into 3 different types of groups, whereby the first group of people are being given the anti-malaria drug with the main effect. The second group are actually given the placebo drug. You know, the placebo drug is just like a sham or a fake drug, whereby there's nothing inside. We just give it to them. Oh, they don't let the people know, the participants know that actually they're receiving a placebo. Just let them know this is an anti-malaria drug. Meanwhile, the active substance is not there. And then we had the third one, which is just the constant. Everything remains. The people are just giving, not giving any drug, the same temperature, everything environment there just to watch. You notice that after like 3 days, within the time duration of 3-4 days, you came back. This is like, okay, when they actually decided to do an MP test, that's the malaria parasite test. Notice that those people that were actually giving the drugs got fined still. Some actually didn't get fined. Maybe they were actually, that's another complicated thing on its own. But then the second group, whereby we were giving placebo drug with the placebo effect, they actually got fined. And why? They were not actually given an active drug, but they actually got fined. Why? Because they already told them this is a drug. And their mind has really programmed themselves that, okay, this is what's going to happen. And so there was actually a ripple effect that actually created a very good magnitude in their life that actually made them get fined. Your mind actually is the most powerful to hear. I always tell people that entrepreneurship respects a positive mind. And that's actually what helped me very well in business. Earlier this year, I was working on getting a car, saving. So I love this car, Hyundai Elantra 2013 model. And I was looking to it. I think that time, early this year, 2014, early January, it was around 4.5, 4.7 million. And I was looking up to it, said saving towards it. And every time I step out of my house, I noticed I always see Hyundai Elantra 2013 model. I could still like 7 the whole day. I was not seeing any other car apart from that particular car. It was so funny. So, but I was telling my friends about it, they were like, oh goodness, it's your first car, you should get another different one, maybe a Toyota that is easy to maintain, not expensive, and maybe a cheaper one. Okay, my aim was to get it by September. So I changed it, I went backward. I said to go for Camry Muscle 2010. I wouldn't have listened to them though. I started seeing Camry Muscle 2010. I stopped seeing my Hyundai Elantra again. But I kept on saving. By the time I looked at my Carry-wise savings, Carry-wise I was saying on my row, we saved about 3,000% higher. This time around, by the time I checked the previous one, it said we saved about 300% higher. That means I already reduced because I knew the Carry-wise was going to be 3 point something or 2.8. I reduced where I was saving, I reduced where I was working. Because it's just trying to tell you how your mind affects everything. When maybe someone comes to the hospital, depression, and it's okay, you're having depression, you have to give a serotonin drug, and you don't even give the person, just tell the person, this is the drug I'm giving. The serotonin hormone gets released, and start having effect on the person. Even without the person actually taking the drug, the person gets fine, because you don't have to tell you, your mind actually works. So most times, even in business, I'm working and things are not even getting fine, things are low. I try my best to put my mind positive. I try my best to have this positive mindset because I know how much it's going to influence me and how much it's going to help me. And that's one of the greatest hacks I use in business. When people see me, I'm like, goodness, where do you get your strength from? Oh, going through so much this way and you still in business, juggling between school and business, and still probably, someone now told me, it wasn't the last 3 weeks, so they said, oh, goodness, you know you're multi-millionaire. I was like, oh, really? Now to check your bank statement, I was like, oh, wow, that's true. And it's all about my mind. Lastly, I want to talk about, there's this thing, Oprah Winfrey, me, I'm a very big fan of her, I always try to listen to her, and she said that, as human beings, going back to Mr. M, always juggling between different types of balls. He's using his strength, trying to go through different life hurdles, even things that are not expected, he ends up experiencing it. And it's not always so easy, and she always said that at some point every human must have a place whereby they go back to tab days, get back to child stream at the end of the day. It could be at the end of every hour, or probably at the end of every day or the year. We must all have a source whereby we always go back to get renewed in strength, because it's as important. Life becomes with different hurdles. Life is actually malevolent. Sorry, I'm not being pessimistic here. That's actually the reality. Sometimes with lots of strategy. It is there to join us, actually. So that's why we must always have a place at the end of the day to get back strength. And me personally, as a believer of faith, I always go back to pray. I always go back to meditate, yoga,
try to get my mind renewed, try to get more growth so that I can be able to face life for this because it's as important as that. I don't know wherever the entity we look up to, but it's very important we actually have a place whereby we tap praise every single day, whereby we can tap strength. It's not about being religious, but somewhere we actually get our mind renewed to strength. I mean, to be strengthened for us to face the hurdles of the day is very important. Going back to Mr. M, juggling between the balls is okay if some balls falls. It's okay, in fact, if all of the balls fall and break, if most of them are glass. But it's very important that we don't drop out. It's very important that we ourselves don't drop and fall because we know that the world is rotating, it's moving forward. By the time we start to stay back and be stagnant, the world will go far behind and ahead of us, and it's difficult for us to catch up. Thank you very much.